James here from DragonBlogger.com. Today with a little unboxing and walkthrough of how do we put together a gaming chair. Now this isn't a normal unboxing, unfortunately. If you guys can see, pretty big hole down here. The box was ripped and it was pretty much completely open. So unfortunately I had to take everything out, make sure everything was here, everything was perfect. Before we even got into this. So as you guys can see, I mean literally it's a pretty big hole. This box is ripped up here, the whole edge was ripped. If I turn it around, you know, it's completely ripped down the side. The tape was held on by one little strap. I'm not sure whose fault the taping is or what. But once you got inside and pulled it apart, most of the little pieces like the base and stuff was just floating around in the bottom. That wasn't really styrofoamed in. So I'm sure from the shipping company of it boxing, rolling and bouncing around like this, it took a beating. So we're not going to do a normal unboxing here. I'm going to throw that aside. Everything is behind us. I have the seat base. This base is pretty heavy. But first, this is the BlueWhale super big and tall gaming chair. You can get this on Amazon for about $210 right now. This is called the brandy wine one. And the reason they call that, hopefully I can show you guys this without an issue, is the coloring. So, hopefully you guys can see this. It's a brandy wine color. It's leather, two different leather fabrics. You know, it's not bad. Okay, sorry about that. I wasn't sure what it was. Just looks like it's a little bit of dirt. So, what I did was just chunk of dirt on it. You know, I have to check this thing since the box was open. I don't know what was in it, what wasn't. Like I said, you have the back, bottom, you have the backrest. This is a big chair. But I'm not going to sit here and unbox everything. We're just going to get to it and put it all together. So pretty much you have two armrests. You're going to have the, you know, the base, the 5-star base, which hopefully yours will come in a little better condition than mine. Mine's dinged up. And I'm showing you because we paid for this. You'll have the base, you have the bake mechanisms, you have some pillows and some plugs. Okay, now that I got everything completely unwrapped, I noticed that they threw this in here. This is actually a gaming mouse pad. Kind of cool they threw that in there, nice little logo. You know, we may give that away. I don't think I'll use it. Now, you will have to take a lot of screws out, so I suggest a drill. But my drill just came apart. A lot of these screws need to stay in here, or the washers, I would think. So, I'm going to probably stop now. You guys are going to see me skip up forward after doing this. Okay, now that we have the seats all unscrewed, we're going to take the bracket. You're going to have to face this where it says forward. On this chair it's rather easy because there's a plug on the back. So this would be forward. You're going to take all 4 screws, sink them into this. Now, like I said, use a drill. It's so much quicker. I apologize about that. Looks like the neighbor's out there on his motorcycle. Now I'm not going to tighten them all in until I have all 4 set in properly. As you see, there's all 4 of those. Okay, the next part to go on is the armrest. This one is not going to be easy. You're going to have to find a place to do this, to hang this over an edge, and then kind of set some of the screws in. Like I said, it's not going to be easy. You know, and adjust it to your width, because you can adjust these. You know, they don't have to be perfect. And then take a drill like before. Just like that. Now you're going to have this little armrest piece in the way. And that's like that. And then flip it over, do the same for that other side. I'm not going to put that on camera. Okay, I still have the chair upside down, and that's for a reason. Unlike most chairs, this one doesn't come with the mechanism connected. This is the right side. This is the side the mechanical piece would go on. So make sure it's on the right side. You will have to take these screws out. We're going to need them. Unfortunately, you know, they don't make it easy on this chair. You know, so now that we got that out, I'll grab the mechanical piece. Here's the mechanical piece. You know, this is the lever that leans the chair back and forth. We need to mount it like this. Just like that. I'm gonna kind of ease them in, because it's not going to be easy to do on camera. Just like that. Make sure don't over tighten these, because you're going to have to adjust it. Like I said, they don't make this easy. And even when you do this, still don't adjust it until you have the whole pieces together. And then follow suit by doing the opposite side. Okay, now we're moving on to the real simple part. This is the 5-star base. Pretty much flip it over, grab your casters. These should be about 2-inch casters. Set them in, push them in until they clip. All the way around. Some may be a little harder than others. And there is that. Now you flip this over like this. I'm going to actually change views in a second, so give me a second. Now that we have the base down, we're going to take the gas cylinder. We're going to just drop it in, just like that. Alright, now we're going to take this base, match it up with this line, set it up. Now we're going to sit on this at some point, and that will seat the shock perfectly. But until then, we have to mount the back. Mounting the back, you just take 2 bolts per side, set this up, line up the holes. So you could use 2 people to do this. Usually I have a trick that I do it with, didn't work with this chair. So pretty much grab it, try and line some holes. There's that one. We're going to do these hand tight for now. Actually, we're going to turn it around. I see what the problem is, so we got to go side by side. This one is a pain, guys. Usually I can fly through these chairs. And I'm honest with you that if it's a problem, it's a problem. It's not wanting to line up. So we're going to have to go back over here. We might actually have to tighten it some. I'm not going to go fully tight until I can line up another screw. There we go. Like I said, it might help to have two people. Usually I mount these before I turn the chair over on the base. We're going to wait to tighten those. Now we're going to flip this over. We're going to do the same on this side. Match screws and tighten. Now that we're lined up, as you see, this one almost broke my wrist because I wasn't paying attention. Now go back through, tighten everything. Same with the other side. There is that. Alright guys, the next parts to go on are the plastic coverings. You have to stick a screw through. It sits on like this. You know, make sure you got a screwdriver that's long enough. And make sure it lines up. As you see, you gotta make sure it lines up. Feels a little loose to me, but I guess that's just the way it goes. The next one pops over, kind of fits in the hole, just like that. Another screw in the hole. And there you go. Same with the other side. Okay, now that we got the BlueWhale all together, you have a few last pieces. This is the pillow. It's a nice soft memory foam pillow with the rubber elastic. Pretty much you just take the elastic, slide it down, and it's over. Now the one piece I did not mention this had is this lumbar support, but this lumbar support is supposed to be massaging, so it has an on-off and mode. You have to plug it in there. The massaging, you know, pretty much it's plug and play. Now there are a few cords. This cord goes into here, and then you plug it into a USB. This one goes into the bottom of the chair. It's got a sedentary alarm to tell you how long you've been sitting in the chair if you need to get up. I won't be using these. I don't like a lumbar support behind me. It bothers my back for some reason. I don't use them. But pretty much, you set it, plug and play. Now, a lot of you may not use these because they are USB plugs, and it does not come with the plugging ports. Not a big issue. Now, like I said, I'll bring it closer to you. It is two-tone pattern. It's Brandywine and black, and the black has Brandywine stitching. It's pretty nice stitching. Nice. I'm not going to say it's premium leather, but it's definitely PU leather, which is, you know, polyurethane leather. This is my first time sitting in it. It's not bad. It's a little It's a little more stiffer than I thought it was going to be. As you can see, it moves. Reach down, lock it in place. Not a big deal. Reach over here if we really want. Don't feel, you know, you can go back. It goes back to 130 degrees. Does not go back any farther than that. That's as far as you're gonna go. Right there. So, this is what they consider resting. Not bad. It's not like my other chairs. It doesn't go all the way back and you can go to sleeping mode. I'm not worried about that. I got it for the height. Now, what you guys don't know is I'm all the way up. Now watch this. There's down. But here's all the way up. I'm going to move the chair back. Hopefully I don't break stuff. Now that you guys can see this, watch this go down. See how high my feet aren't touching? Now my feet are touching. Just like that. Same with this locking mechanism. Goes like that. You can start rocking. I usually leave it in the rock mode. I also usually leave it like that. It's not bad. It's I'm not gonna say it's not extra wide. It's probably only 20 inches. My legs kind of hang off the edges. But if you guys give me a second, I'll put it next to my other chair. There's my other chair. This chair is all the way up. To me, it wasn't high enough. I mean, but it is, the base is much wider. My legs are completely on this one. Compared to this, I mean, if I sit on it, you know, it's not bad. I like to sit a little wide-legged. It's not bad. We're gonna have to test it, get used to it. So that is the BlueWhale, a tall and large gaming chair. It's supposed to support up to 400 pounds, and we're gonna find out.